Hello, my fellow sociopaths, psychopaths, fat shamers, and weak-minded people. I haven't made a video about Amberlynn Reid in maybe 2 weeks, or maybe a week and a bit more. Anyway, her life has been crazy, and to be honest, one little glimpse into the Amberverse, and I just was really put off by doing anything. This isn't really a reaction video, it's kind of my opinion, I guess. And I've been watching the whole Twitter insanity going down, and I just was like, whoa, I'm not putting my foot into that. There is no way. So, Amberlynn, what she been doing, y'all know. She's been Amberlynn, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what else to describe her as. If we start at her Snapchat rant, she gaslit us, all of us, told us who we were, and told us how we were sociopaths, and whatever else she told us as she slurred. Was it just me, or did she sound drunk or drugged up, or was she acting? Because she didn't sound right. And then she proceeded to then tell us that she wasn't making videos, but she had a whole backlist of videos that she was going to put up at any date. It doesn't matter. There's no chronological order involved in these videos. She just whacks them up. Great content. And then just proceeds to, do Amberlynn titles. So I'm looking down her list here now. We're not going to be watching the videos. I don't think that she can bring any insight. She's just... I think I'm kind of over analyzing her with any kind of deep thought. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. I don't take her seriously. I don't take any of these women seriously. I feel like if you know how close you are to death and how unhealthy you are and you desire change, you'll do it. You'll do it no matter how hard it is, and no amount of money will stand in your way. For these women, money is what counts. Amberlynn is the queen of this pack. Money is what counts, and it always will do, and it's what will be the death of her and her enablers. So we then prattle on with her insanity, her shopping hauls, and her more gaslighting. Drama. I kind of go off. In which she kind of doesn't, because she just talks nonsense through the whole thing. And again, gaslighting her viewers. One thing that does trouble me is how she is so abusive to her audience. It's not just the people who watch for hate views who are listening to what she says. It's the people who are just watching and have their own opinions on her. They don't necessarily fall into watching these reaction channels or believe in any kind of bad things about her. They just watch, or new viewers, and they have to listen to all this toxicity that she spews about her viewers. How does that mess with their minds? She has such a toxic relationship with her viewers. She is an abuser. You can imagine very much what it would be like being in a relationship with her. It's why I'm not surprised that Becky can't say no to her, because can you imagine living with this woman every single day? I mean, it's whether I like Becky or not. You know what I think about her? But nobody deserves to be treated like Amberlynn treats people. So she goes on, and it's what I ate today. God, it's like deja vu in Amberland. It became even more deja vu with What's in My Purse, May 2020. How many of those archaic, ancient YouTube videos have you done? Too many. And then we had What a 500 Girl Truly Eats in a Day. And I have to tell you, if this was real and not a troll, There is no way that this woman will lose weight. There's no way that this woman won't be bouncing back up, heading to 600 pounds. And then her latest video, Stop Telling Me Who I Am, when she made a Snapchat and another video, the drama one, where she told her viewers who they were. Now, people make assessments on you by what you show them, by how you interact with them, by how you are as a person. You don't tell people the person you are. I can tell you how I am. I can tell you, it's easy. I can put across any kind of impression I want you to have. Until I show otherwise, you don't know any different. But if I was up here being all kinds of toxic and problematic, if I then went the other way and said, wait, you got the wrong idea, I'm really lovely and sweet and kind, you wouldn't believe me because I was displaying different traits. People don't imagine these things. They see it, they call it, that's just life. When people talk about you behind your back, they don't talk about the person you tell them you are. They talk about the person they think you are, the person they've seen you as. That's how it works. That's how life is. And it's the same kind of situation we have in this community right now. People shouting things at one another, trying to, cancel someone. It seems very toxic, and I just think you need to put out positive vibes because these videos are for people to enjoy and look forward to. People shouldn't have to feel like they need to choose a side in a war that is so stupid and shouldn't exist. Because this is just YouTube, and these women don't take their lives seriously. Why should we? There's no need to start backbiting and stabbing people in the back. There's no need to spread gossip and lies about people. Just calm down. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. If you don't like someone, that's okay. This is it's like a perfect world for the Amberverse, a mess. A giant mess. And I gotta tell you, I don't know what the fudge is going on. All I know is that, what you have in Amberlynn is just somebody who has this eating disorder, who refuses to get help, and therefore she'll never get better. What makes it worse is that she's found herself with her only form of income being YouTube. Now that is in itself is not a bad thing. I mean, if you find something you love, oh my god, do it. The life is too short and horrible to be stuck in something you hate. If you find something you love and it helps you live, shit, do it. Do it. Do it. But when it hinders your life, you should step back at least for a little while, get the help you need, and then come back and be like, y'all, look, I did it. I fucking did it. Because it's a circus now that Amberlynn has herself in. And she's like the circus master, but also the clown as well. She conducts her scenes. And it's just, they were doing their lives, not only Amberlynn, but also Eric and the other one. I forget their names. They're very forgettable. And they did some pretty shady shit. I mean, it must be, it's really boring to watch her videos. I mean, probably the only reaction channel I watch now is Alex is Shook. Sometimes I can go and watch another if someone I like puts one out, but usually I stick to Alex is Shook because it's kind of more fun and there's no, shouting or outrage. It's just because, yeah, it does get a bit sometimes, and I don't know whether it's the state that we're in, stuck inside with, limited interactions and everything and worry and everything. I don't know whether it's that, But I don't know, things have got a bit much, to be honest. A bit much. Just people who make videos about these women. I mean, there's no need to be offensive to these women and how they look and whatever. I mean, I don't think I've done that, because it's not who I am as a person. I wouldn't want people to make fun of how I look, so I'm not gonna make fun of how Amberlynn looks or how Chantal looks, even because, you know, I dislike her intensely, which is why I don't make videos on her anymore. But I wouldn't make fun of how they look. I mean, they have far more things to point out and talk about than, you know, the obvious, I guess. One thing I want to say before I go, because this was just a brief little catch up, I guess. At this point, like, this is like the only kind of video I can make on her because my time is very limited. Somebody said to me the other day, like, how can you have like no time on your hands to even like reply to my message? Everybody's in quarantine. I'm like, oh my god, you really have no idea. Like, because when this happened, I just like threw myself into so many things to keep myself busy, because that's just, you know, I thought like my anxiety would be really bad because, you know, things are out of my control and I can't control them. But actually my anxiety's been okay. But what I found then was I had so many things to do, and then I had another big massive disaster come my way, which I had to spend insane amounts of time, and I haven't even finished yet. I'm just like found a little bit of time to do this video. In regards to the recent drama between various drama channels, it's all very much, I'm not gonna sit here and take a side. I'm not gonna tell you what I think personally and whose side I'm on. I'm not gonna tell you because it's not my place to put people in a position or judge, you know, things I don't know about, people I don't know. But ultimately, people watch your videos to chill, to relax, to have fun, you know, to take a little time out of their day just to enjoy it. When you are so invested in canceling one person, and that is always the same person, maybe your intentions are not the best. Maybe you've strayed too far from how you started your channel and why you started it. Maybe it was always best if you kept your opinions about people to yourself. Especially when they're not really confirmed beliefs, they're just gossip, rumors, and speculation. And shouting and berating people for days on Twitter isn't the best way to get your message across. People aren't sheep for believing one thing. It always seems to be that if somebody believes the opposite of you, you are a sheep. I pride myself that I am not a sheep. We're all intelligent people who can think for ourselves, but don't bring people into wars that it's got nothing to do with them. Viewers shouldn't be made to choose. In this regards, these channels then become Amberlynn, telling people what they are and who they are, and how they should be, when that wasn't really the point of reaction channels in the first place. When I first started watching reaction channels, they were fun. You know, funny little quips and maybe little insights from people who had been in similar situations. And now the pool of channels have gotten so much bigger that there is a fight for attention from people. They don't realize that you don't have to like pay for tickets to watch videos. You don't have to pay, and therefore your numbers will be limited. You can watch 50 videos after another, and it costs you nothing. When one side claims the other is using Amberlynn or Chantal or whatever for views, but then themselves go out of their way to use another reactor for views, it's the same thing. It's boring, it's tiring, viewers don't want to see it. I've lost track of how many viewers of these channels that I've heard say, I've just unsubbed from all of them because I don't need it. And I understand that. Especially in these times, these trivial things mean nothing. People are losing their lives. People have lost their lives. It really doesn't mean anything. They're just trivial pieces of shit that mean nothing. If you don't like someone, that's okay. Move along. I will say something that is particularly distasteful to me is the promotion of certain racist reaction channels who have displayed racist tropes in regards to certain reactors. That is distasteful. And that is something that I think should be spoken about, actually, because that is, especially in this time and the things that we are seeing on our screens, on the news, and on our social media feeds, I think that is something that does need to be talked about, because racism is such a repugnant thing that if your opinion needs to be with a dash of racism, you hold no validity at all, and your opinions are worth nothing to me. Okay, so that is the end of the video, and I'll try and do like a proper Amberlynn video if she does like something worth talking about, because at the moment I feel like she's just going through a cycle and there's not really much to say that's new, to be honest. It's just recycling old things, and if you say something in this climate, in this like community, like people going, oh my god, you're copying me, like everybody's saying the same thing, nobody's copying, like it's kind of predictable because this is what she is. Nobody is copying you. Oh god. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.